Hello, my name is MacLaury. I'm a sixth grade teacher at a public school in San Diego County. And this is my disposition. Professional educators, they're the type of person that show up day in and day out. They are the ones that legitimately care for their students, and they put their students' needs before their own. This isn't always easy, especially with being a professional, being a father, being a husband, being whatever. We have outside needs, we have outside issues that come in to our lives, and it isn't very easy to come into the classroom and push those needs away and focus on the needs of our students. But in the end, professional educators, we are the ones that show love and kindness and respect, and we have to have knowledge above those that we are teaching. And in terms of like the standards that we should be following, I really feel that having biblical standards, they can really help guide teachers in shaping who they are and how they should act. When I am at my worst and having a rough day, I try my hardest to employ the fruits of the spirits. The one that I focus the most on, that I need the most help in, is forbearance, which is basically a fancy word for patience. And having patience with my students, it's key in building relationships. And I tell myself this every day: patience, 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 love, kindness, and patience. Of the dispositions, the ones that I tend to focus in on and employ, the number one is being friendly, being professionally friendly, showing warmth and genuine care. I had a student 2 days ago come up to me and say, "Mr. Guy," it's my teaching name, "Mr. Guy, last year was my birthday and nobody remembered my birthday, but you came and you gave me a candy bar." And I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." So there's that. There's just like little things that I like to do. During break and lunch, I have students in here hanging out constantly, trading Pokemon cards and catching up on life. I tend to make it a point of mine to learn the students' parents' jobs, what they do, whether they're still together, maybe divorced, and learning family dynamics. It's a really big part of how I want to show my caring and my kindness and my love to my students. I'm very much involved in my students' lives. Another disposition that I hold true to myself is believing that all students can learn and should set and support realistic expectations for student success. It is difficult in sixth grade to have a student who's reading at a ninth grade level, and then in that same classroom one that it's at a first. And it's easy to tend to focus on the higher, or it's easy to focus on the lower, or whatever. But understanding the different needs and getting and learning about those needs early on, so that you can have an impact in their educational life, that's something that I really like to pride myself on, is knowing not just personal life and like, I call them interviews. I love to pull my kids in, like interview them during our silent reading time, just get to know them, favorite foods, family, stuff like that. But also learning their educational status, where they are in their reading and their writing skills. Now, one of the dispositions that I really, really want to focus on is understanding the effect of community involvement and servant leadership. Like, my school is amazing to teach at because we are asked to go out into the community and be servants. Even though we are a public school, I know that's kind of a religious tenet, but that's something that I still want to work on. We create projects. We're a project-based learning school, so the projects that we create, we like to go out into the community and do some sort of service with it. It doesn't happen all the time. I'm currently doing a project based on gardening, and like, you know, it's an identity project through gardens and community building. And we went to a community garden, but like I really want to get better at serving the community that we live in, our North County San Diego community, serving the elderly. We have a bunch of retirement homes, assisted living, especially memory care facilities, just going over there and serving, just being there, being part of our community. That's something that I really, really want to focus on. But yeah, this is just a little bit about myself, some beliefs that I hold true to myself, and some values, and some of my better dispositions in teaching, and also one that I really, really want to work on and get better at. So thank you very much for watching.